What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? It's your boy here, bringing you the hottest Kansas City Chiefs news update straight from the heart of Red Friday. Can you believe it? The Chiefs just kicked off the 2025 season with a bang in Brazil against the Chargers, but that 21-27 loss has everyone talking. Yet here we are, defending Super Bowl 59 champions, chasing the unprecedented three-peat, and Patrick Mahomes is already proving why he's the greatest leader this league has ever seen. After a gritty international opener where Mahomes threw for over 300 yards despite the jet lag and hostile territory, the question on every fan's mind is this the year the dynasty defies all odds again? Or will the doubters finally catch up? Stick around because we're diving deep into the latest buzz, from game-changing partnerships to injury updates that could flip the script. If you're fired up for Week 2 against the Eagles, hit that like button now. Let's get into it. Alright, Chiefs fans, let's break down the most recent updates shaking up Arrowhead as we head into Week 2. First off, massive shout out to YouTube for stepping up as the presenting sponsor for the Chiefs' 2025 kickoff campaign. This isn't just any deal, it's a season-long partnership that highlighted the historic first ever NFL regular season game streamed free worldwide on YouTube. That Week 1 matchup in Brazil against the Chargers? Over 10 million views globally, folks. Imagine the energy. Mahomes slinging it under the lights in Sao Paulo, Travis Kelce hauling in those contested catches, and the entire world watching the Chiefs represent. YouTube's integration means more exclusive content, behind-the-scenes looks, and fan interactions coming our way all season. As a Chiefs diehard, I'm loving this. It's like having Arrowhead in your pocket 24/7. This partnership isn't just hype. It's fueling the global takeover of Chiefs Kingdom. Moving to the press room, where the real magic happens. Offensive coordinator Matt Nagy dropped some gems in his September first press conference, straight up calling Patrick Mahomes a leader in every way possible. Nagy said, and I quote, "He leads in every way possible," highlighting how Mahomes sets the tone not just on the field, but in the locker room, pushing everyone to elevate their game. Coming off that Brazil battle, where Mahomes orchestrated a comeback attempt despite the offensive line holding him back at times, this praise hits different. Nagy also touched on the wide receivers stepping up when opportunities arise, which ties perfectly into our next update. Chiefs Kingdom, if Mahomes is the conductor, Nagy's the maestro keeping this offense humming. Expect more fireworks as they gel. Speaking of wideouts, huge positive news on Marquise Hollywood Brown. The speedster is feeling 100% recovered and ready to roll for Week 2 against the Eagles. Brown dealt with that nagging ankle tweak during training camp and a sternoclavicular scare earlier in the preseason, but he was a full participant in all practice sessions this week. Head coach Andy Reid confirmed Brown's status, saying the team is easing him back smartly to avoid any setbacks. Remember, Hollywood's explosive plays in limited snaps during preseason had everyone salivating. Those deep balls from Mahomes to Brown could be the X factor. In Week 1, we saw glimpses of his chemistry with Pat, and now fully healthy. Watch out, Philly secondary. I'm pumped. This guy's got that burner speed to stretch the field and open up the middle for Kelce. But it's not all sunshine. Analysts are stirring the pot with some bold takes. In ESPN's latest 2025 NFL season simulation, the Chiefs shockingly missed the playoffs altogether. Yeah, you read that right. No wild card spot, no divisional round glory. Seth Walder's model points to a tough AFC West and lingering offensive inconsistencies post-Super Bowl 59. Other pundits, like those on CBS Sports, are echoing concerns, with one even comparing the Chiefs' potential fade to the end of the Patriots dynasty. They say you can't stay on top forever, but come on, Mahomes doesn't miss the playoffs. This is fuel for the Fire Kingdom. These simulations are fun, but they've been wrong about KC before. Still, it adds pressure heading into this Eagles rematch from last year's Super Bowl thriller. On the defensive side, there are some lingering questions in the secondary that have fans and experts alike raising eyebrows. Film breakdowns from Week 1 show coverage busts and communication slips against the Chargers' passing attack, allowing Justin Herbert to carve them up for key scores. Puff ranks the Chiefs as secondary top tier on paper with Trent McDuffie and new additions, but injuries to depth pieces like Jalen Watson have exposed vulnerabilities. Arrowhead Pride outlined 4 key questions for 2025, with the back end being a big one. Can they hold up against elite QBs like Jalen Hurts this weekend? Reed addressed this in his September 12th media session, emphasizing trust in the young guys stepping up. I'm optimistic. Steve Spagnuolo's schemes always adapt, but we need those turnovers to start flowing. Finally, shout out to the rookies shining in preseason previews. Defensive tackle Omar Norman-Lott, our second-round steal from 2025, is turning heads despite that ankle tweak that sidelined him for the finale against the Bears. In a recent Kansas City Huddle interview, Norman-Lott talked about his excitement practicing against Mahomes and learning from Chris Jones, calling it quite literally my job, and I'm very excited to go do it. He logged solid snaps in the first 2 preseason games, showing that interior pass rush pop that made him a draft darling. Even with the injury hiccup against the Seahawks, where he was questionable to return, Reed's praising his mentality. This kid could be the missing piece bolstering our D-line rotation. Preseason media sessions like the ones on September 10th and 11 highlighted how these young guns are buying into the culture. Expect Norman-Lott to see real reps if the vets need a breather. That's the roundup, folks. From global partnerships to rookie promise, the Chiefs are buzzing even after that Week 1 heartbreaker. My take? This team's built for October football. These early bumps only make the ride sweeter. Now let's dig into what all this means for the Chiefs' 2025 run. Starting with the secondary woes, those Week 1 lapses against the Chargers exposed some cracks, and if they carry over to Philly, it could be a long day for the defense. Hurts loves to scramble and hit A.J. Brown deep, so communication has to be on point. But here's the flip. Spagnuolo's unit ranked elite in Puff's preseason secondary rankings, and with McDuffie shadowing Devonta Smith, they can mask issues. Prediction: if the Chiefs force 2 turnovers Sunday, they hold Philly under 24 points. Secondary health is key. Lingering questions could drop them from Super Bowl favorites to wild card scrappers if not addressed. On the offensive end, Hollywood Brown's full recovery is a game changer. Last year, his speed complemented Kelce perfectly, but injuries limited him to 10 games. Now at 100%, imagine Mahomes dialing up those no-look passes to Brown on go routes. It stretches defenses thin, opening lanes for the run game with Isaiah Pacheco. Nagy's praise for Mahomes' leadership ties in here. Pat's elevating the room, and with Brown back, the offense averages 28-plus points per game. Impact? They win the AFC West by 2 games, no doubt. Those playoff miss simulations? Laughable. ESPN's model has the Chiefs out, citing a loaded AFC with Bills, Ravens, and Bengals surging. But remember 2023? Everyone doubted after a slow start, and boom, Super Bowl. Hypothetical. What if Mahomes and the crew use this as motivation, going 13-4 and earning the number 1 seed? Fan polls on X are split. 60% say playoffs lock, 40% worried about the secondary. Me? I'm all in on a deep run. This dynasty's far from over. The YouTube partnership amplifies everything. Global exposure means more pressure, but also more support. Preseason rookies like Norman-Lott add depth. If he rotates in and disrupts 30-plus snaps a game, the D-line wears down opponents. Overall, despite the Week 1 slip, the Chiefs are still the team to beat. Predictions: win out the division, Mahomes MVP runner-up, and a 6th straight AFC Championship appearance. The implications are huge. This squad's chemistry, led by Pat, turns doubters into believers. Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you. After that Brazil battle and these updates, do you think the Chiefs will make the playoffs in 2025, or are the analysts onto something with those mispredictions? Is Hollywood Brown's return the spark we need, or should we be more worried about the secondary holding up against top offenses? And hey, what's your bold prediction for Week 2 versus the Eagles? Does Mahomes light up the night with 350 yards and 3 TDs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone and shout out the best in the next video. Let's build that hype together. Who's ready to see Arrowhead erupt on Sunday? Wrapping it up, Chiefs fans, From YouTube's epic partnership to Nagy's Mahomes love, Brown's recovery, analyst shade, secondary tweaks, and Norman Lott's rookie fire, this 2025 season is already electric. The dynasty's alive, and Week 2 against the Eagles is primed for revenge. Don't miss our next video breaking down that matchup. Will KC bounce back in style? If you enjoyed this update, smash that subscribe button, like this video, hit the bell for notifications, and share with your fellow Kingdom members. Let's keep the Red Sea rising. Go Chiefs! See you soon!